a chance. Can I get your phone?
Okay, there you go.
Today is Thursday. Thursday is Security Plus. We are doing well. Thanks for asking. What am I doing now? Welcome in. Hi, Kachi. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk Women's Taco. Every day week is a different certification. Welcome in, Dot. All right, today we are doing well, Ketchy. Hope you are too. Hey, Saran. Okay, you guys are straight to the point. All right, welcome in. All right. Okay. If you're not following, follow. That's all for now. All right. A security administrator is working on the secure company data on corporate laptops in case the laptops are stolen. Which of the following solutions should the administrator consider? All right, the A's have it. Nobody said anything besides A. What's the answer? Oh, Diana Special 45. Okay. What's the answer?
All right, so the answer would be A.
I figured.
Yeah, it says security administrators working to secure company data on corporate laptops in case the laptop is stolen. Right, so this is the keyword, right? The laptop is stolen. Which of the following solution would the administrator consider? Right, so the keyword is stolen. What happened?
Been stolen.
All right, so yeah, so we have A and what?
D.
And D.
Yes.
So what did D is boot security, right? So it prevents unauthorized boot of the device, right? However, if someone steals a laptop, right, their main concern is not to boot into the device, right? Their concern is the information on the disk, right? So they will just remove the disk and then use a disk reader to read that information on, right?
Okay.
So they don't really need to go through the whole boot process, right? They have
Got
access to the disk, right?
Okay.
So B, which is data loss prevention, right? So the main point of that is to prevent data exfiltration, right?
That's
So
local.
Data exfiltration, basically data not leaving, unauthorized data from not leaving the corporate network or the laptop, right?
Okay.
Or even with USB, right? However, if they have the physical hard drive, this data loss prevention technologies or techniques wouldn't work.
Okay.
Right?
Hi, Jay Handsome. Yes, J is the answer. A is the answer. The question has connections with diagnostics. Hi, Cammy.
Digital forensics.
How are you?
Yeah, so the first one is what?
The answer?
A is the answer, right?
Is the
Disk encryption, right?
All right. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk Women's Taco. Every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you are in IT already and plan on taking a certification, ask that you stop on by, participate in the question, and see how well you're answering. If you're answering with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. If you're struggling a little bit, you know that some polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. So the people in the chat range from people like me who really don't know much about this stuff to the people who have 10, 15, 25, 35 years experience in the chat. So there's no such thing as a dumb question. Please ask your question. If you truly don't understand something, please do ask. Raymond, all the people in the chat will definitely answer you. All I ask is you be respectful. If not, I will block you. Other than that, this is Raymond. Raymond has over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS certifications and his CSSP. So today, Thursday is always going to be Security Plus. Tomorrow, Friday is going to be Cloud Plus. After we finish, if you plan on watching it over, it's going to be on YouTube. Okay, so if you're not following, follow. Thank you so much, Loco. Welcome in. If you're not following, follow. All right, Get Money. How are you? A company needs to keep the fewest the company needs to keep the fewest records possible. meet compliance needs, and ensure destruction of records that are no longer needed. Which of the following best describes the policy that meets these requirements?
So I mean, for every single certification, we go topic by topic, domain by domain. Right?
Oh, yes.
So today is mostly data, right? So we will see a lot of questions related to
Welcome, Borgon.
data and all that.
I told you he was gonna accept it. Get money. When is it? When is it? When are you taking the Security Plus? Oh, Kinjay. Hey, I've been following for a while. Thank you so much for taking your personal time to teach. Oh, welcome in. If he didn't do this, he's gonna have to teach me, and clearly I'm not interested in this. So, welcome in. Okay, the answers C's have. Oh, we have some C's and we have some B's. So, but majority says C. So I'm gonna go with C. You bought the voucher. Oh, awesome sauce. You were supposed to reach out when you were about to get the voucher. Okay, what's the answer?
So the answer would be C. Right. It says a company needs to keep the fewest record possible, right? Meet compliance needs and ensure destruction of record that are no longer needed.
Okay.
Right? Which of the following best describe the policy that meet this requirement, right? So that is retention policy, right? So there are so many policies when it comes to enterprise environments, right?
Okay.
And policy actually is one of the most important thing when you get into I guess business in general, right?
Okay.
It governs the company.
How
So
about Daniels?
anything that you do, you there has to be a policy in place, right? That would dictate how you're going to perform that action, right? So data retention is retention policy, which is same as data retention, right? Policy. It's basically a policy that describes how long a company can hold data for, right?
Okay.
So that would be retention policy, right? And it's like our regular homes, right? If you have, usually you buy items, right? And some of the items, when it gets to a specific level, you have to just recycle or throw it away, right?
Unless if you're a hoarder, but
Exactly, and that would be the issue that the company would have, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So so now they have all these data information that they don't need, right?
Loco and Dash, I see your question. I have him answer when he's done. Okay.
Yeah. So you have all these data that you don't need, you don't even use, right? So why would you save it, right? Like similar to a hoarder, right? You have to pay for storage, right? Companies, if they are using cloud or whichever storage that they have to pay for that storage,
Okay.
right? So if you don't really need it, just get rid of it, right?
Got it.
And also compliance. I think I mentioned compliance as well, to meet with compliance, right?
Yeah.
So as a company, there's always a compliance body that you have to adhere to, right? Example, HIPAA, right? If you're in the healthcare, right? I believe HIPAA have a specific number of years that you can keep records, right? Or patient records, right?
Medical
so you have to also adhere to that. And at the same time, try
so
to...
does real estate, actually.
Exactly. Every industry have their compliance, right? So
Welcome in. What was the answer? People are coming in. The answer was C.
Yeah.
Welcome in. There was, I think, 1B, but before you go there, Loco says, do you have a place someone can ask Comptia A+ questions like this? Oh, no, today is Security Plus, Loco, but Monday's A+. And I believe somebody said it was on Udemy.
Udemy, they have, most of the courses they have, exams questions at the end, most of them.
Yeah, so Udemy. Or if you don't want to do it and you want a proper explanation, you can join us every day. But it's going to be on the YouTube as well, okay? Oh, Jason Dick, thank you. Get money. And what was it? Dash. So Dash, suggested time for the questions. I don't think he has one because sometimes some questions require more explanation than the other. So I don't think there would be like a suggested time, but I know you seem like you're experienced because the experienced people really want to get it going on.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is actually for beginners.
Beginner
right?
friendly, but you're welcome to share expertise, okay? Get money, I'm trying.
All right. So the
Yes.
other options, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Borgan says that's where you have to high trust audit for HIPAA.
Okay.
Oh,
Which one is the high trust?
Borgan, which one is the high trust? Yes, he's definitely going to tell you Heineken Fan. He's going to tell you to do Comptia A plus if you have no experience, just to get experience. Okay. Oh yeah, see, Chocolate agreed. Okay. All right.
All right. So the first one A is what security
Policy.
compliance. Oh, sorry, policy, right? That is actually a broader policy, right? So anything security related will be under security policy, right?
Okay.
So it doesn't really meet this specific requirement for the question, right? Data classification policy or data classification policy is also a policy that dictates how data is classified.
Okay.
Right? So some data might be restricted data, some data might be classified, some data might be public, some data might be private, right? So companies usually will have that data classification policy, right? So that those data can be tagged.
Okay.
Right.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you? All right. So, hi, subject matter expert. The answer was C. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is Tech Taco Sakwe. Every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT. Barima A says the security encompasses everything, including classification,
There you
access,
go.
and policies.
Yeah. And the D is access control policy, right? So that governs who can access data. Right?
Okay.
So that is access control.
Got it. Okay, so if you're not following, follow. We go live 9 p.m. Eastern time every day. Today is Thursday, so Thursday is Security Plus. Tomorrow, Friday, is going to be Cloud Plus. How much is a salary IT support in USA? Mark John, I think it depends. Johnny, I think it depends on the company. It depends on the company. I wish there was a standardized pay for everybody, but unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you
The job range?
you can still use the
Oh, okay. Depends on the what? Depends on the state. I've seen a minimum wage of 200K. What state is that? Subject matter expert. Let me know.
Oh, really? Yeah, I was going to say the minimum wage, right? But it differs state by state.
Yeah,
right?
that's true too.
I think New York is even going to. Is it New York?
Adepa Trust, welcome.
I think they are going to make the minimum wage $30 now.
Yeah.
I know. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways,
as a salary to senior level. It can make. Okay, got it. All right. Which of the following is the best reason an organization should enforce a data classification? Ooh. So why is it that the Security Plus questions, right? I don't see no Linux in it.
You don't see Linux?
Yeah, in any of the domains.
Why do you want to see
I
Linux?
see SSP because my point is you say it, your route is do A plus, Network plus, Linux plus, then Security plus. So if I'm not going to find Linux in this, why am I going to study Linux before?
Remember, remember I said, so the route or the roadmap is for beginner level, right?
You sure do, CSSP. Up your price,
Yeah, so it's for beginner level, right? So all these certifications that I mentioned, A plus, Network plus, Linux plus, Security plus, any cloud of choice, they are all minimum requirement that I think every beginner should have, right? However, if you go to Comptia Pen Test, you see Linux. If you go to Comptia CYSA, you see Linux.
I'm just saying the beginner one if it wasn't there. But anyway, I'm sorry. What's the answer?
So
we can't see the answer D very. Oh, you can't see the answer D. Oh.
Yeah, you guys are right. Hold on.
We are doing well, CSSP. We are doing well. Security Day is much better than CSSP. I mean, I'm sorry. It's better than Linux any day. Linux gives me a headache.
So we have B. Which one else do you have?
All right, so mostly B.
Mostly B, okay.
B, okay, we had one D, but mostly, okay, A or B. Between A, B, or D.
Okay.
What's the answer?
So it looks like most of the answer choice might be ideal, right? However, B B is the correct
Steve.
answer, right? It says, okay, which of the phone is the, so the keyword here is what? The best, right?
Okay.
And these are the type of question you also see in CISSP. I think since last week with the Security Plus, we started talking more about things that are on CISSP, right? So yeah, so and so most of the time when you get a question, so yeah, the answer is B, right?
The answer is B.
Most of the time,
Rusty was saying that it's E, all of the above.
yeah, it is, right? But then the question is asking for one answer, right? It's not, yeah, we don't have all the above either, right?
Rusty's being funny.
So so when you see these type of questions, right? So which one is the best, right? So all the other options might be good as well, but which one is the best, right? One of the requirement might impact the company the most,
Okay.
right? So now the A says to manage data storage requirement better, right? It's possibility, right? However, B, which is to determine the impact in the event of a breach. So if the company is hacked, right? Having so that they know how it's going to affect the company as a whole, right? It might even bankrupt them, right? So yeah, so having this data classification will give you that determination, right? So now it's similar to you buying having items in your house, right? You might have diamond, right? You might have a TV, right? You might have cooking utensils, right? However, we don't do that as our day-to-day, right? But however, you unconsciously put a tag or classification on each of the items, right? So now it gives you an idea of how much you're going to lose if someone steals each one of them, right?
Okay.
And then now it gives you an understanding, or gives you the determination of which one should I push money to more, right?
Okay.
So if you have diamond versus cooking utensils, the idea is you're going to keep safe the diamond more than the cooking utensils, right? So what you're going to do is buy a safe and then save the diamond in it, right? So yeah.
Thank you. Chukunobi has given us all the gifts, but go ahead. Before you finish, CSSP was saying that classification setup data, classification to let the org impact behind it, aka public, internal, classified, etc. And then Barima says that okay, it is the security zone, so breach is the risk to be addressed, right? And then CSSP says that if public data was hacked, not a big deal, but if a classified data was infiltrated, you have a big issue.
Yeah.
Hi, Brainix. Hi, DNRP. How are you?
So CSSP, when you say I want to clarify something. When you say classified data, let me see. Yeah, is exfiltrated, you have a big issue. What do you mean by classified data? Because remember, when you talk about classification, right, it's not really a specific type of data. It's a way you're going to label the data, right? So a classification example might be restricted. It's a classification. It might be public. It's also a classification. It might be private, which is also classification.
Oh, but I think classified data, everybody know what classified data is. It's classified.
No.
It's not supposed to go anywhere.
No. Classified meaning you've added a label to it. So it can be a public data. And that's the classification for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Steve says classified data is really a non-specific way to say have a proper file security. And then CSSP says this also helps you determine where the data needs to be stored.
Exactly.
Classified is the tag, i.e. security/classified.
There you go. But so some classification might be public. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So now you know exactly how to protect that specific data.
Okay. Classified DJ is talking about sensitive data. I'm talking about the label of a classified security.
Okay.
/security. Got it. Okay. Oh, wait. Barima said something. Barima says, Maybe he meant confidential
Okay,
data. See, that's
yeah.
what I think. Because
Yeah.
you know, when you watch movies, when you say classified data, automatically you're not
yeah,
thinking about
that is
labeling.
exactly, that is true though. That is
Yeah, I mean
true.
that's the regular person.
But in general terms, when you say classified data, it's just the way you classify it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome in. The answer was.
It was B.
The answer
Right?
was B.
I hope it makes sense. So if it doesn't make sense, please
Have him explain.
you
All the
can
people in
ask
the chat would
questions.
ask you. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome. He's trying to go slow today.
Yeah.
Because yesterday somebody said to go slow, but the person that said to go slow was talking about Linux, not this one. But here we are.
It's still the same
we
thing,
are.
right?
Because Linux, you need to take step by step.
Yeah, because it looks like most of the answers are from the experience for people. Most of it, right?
Yeah.
So I unconsciously use that as the yardstick, right? So
Yeah.
I don't really explain that.
I mean, but if you don't understand it, you should say
yeah,
it.
please say it, all right?
Because if you don't say it, everybody's gonna assume you know, right? So don't hesitate, okay?
Yeah,
we don't bite. He's nice. I kind of bite a little bit, but he's nice. So
yeah, and then the experienced people would think that we are wasting a little time by not posting the next question.
Hi, MC
So-
Trucker. Okay, data classification is critical for organization. Hey, the English is not English. CJIS certification.
Oh, which one is that? That's right.
Steve, do tell.
Yeah.
LPIC versus Red Hat. Which one for this person?
Oh, I
Which one
mean,
should it take?
depending on your experience, right? If you are beginner to Linux, I would say take the LPIC and then
The Red Hat.
the Red Hat. But if you have experience, you might as well go straight to Red Hat.
Another one. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. You post the next question yet? Welcome in.
No, here, right here.
This is Tech Talk Women Sakurai. Every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and you're planning on taking a certification. We go live 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Today is Thursday, so Thursday is going to be Security Plus. Friday is Cloud Plus. Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. The Monday is Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. And then Thursday again. He goes domain by domain to answer the questions that could potentially be on the exam or not. But the idea is that you kind of see how well you're answering the questions. If you're answering with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. If you're struggling a little bit, you know that you need to polish before you go ahead and take it. The people in the chat are people that are experienced to people like me that don't really know much about these things, but just here to see. But if you are, Mark Daniels, welcome in. So don't hesitate to ask your questions, okay? And if you happen to want to watch it again, it's going to be on YouTube, same name. This is Raymond. I'm Jennifer. Raymond has over 30 plus certification. All his AWS plus CSSP plus some up there. CSSP said this question was here from last week.
So it's just a special gift for those that are new here.
But okay, which of the following cryptography solution protects data at rest? Oh, that's the question. Repeat domains. Is it because of the domain we're in?
Yeah,
Sometimes it differs.
yeah, it
Okay.
does. Yeah,
All right.
because last week was security controls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which are basically things that you put in place, right, to
Okay.
secure a system, right? So all this stuff might be part of it, right? And
Okay.
today we're talking about data specifically, and yeah,
Okay.
this is also data related.
All right. So the B's have it. There's one C, but I know the person that says C was just saying it for saying sake. But we'll explain. We'll explain. Okay. What's the answer?
All right, so the answer would be B.
B.
Right? It says which of the following cryptographic solution protect data at rest, right here, right? So there's actually,
What does data at rest mean?
there you go.
Oh.
So there's 3 different states of data.
Thanks, Mark
Right.
Daniels.
We have data at rest, right, which is data that is stored on a disk,
On
right?
a disk.
On a disk or storage in a storage, right? Which is a disk or storage location.
Okay, back in the days when they had the disk, like the disk. So we would say the data stored in a USB, or like what are you referring
Yeah,
to?
USB.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
there's
so
3
on some
types.
device.
So not really. Let me explain the
Sorry.
3 types and then let
Sorry.
me come back. I think that would make more sense. So data at rest, right? And we have data in transit. And then we have data in use. Those are the 3 things, right? So
Okay.
data in transit is when you are sending data on the network, right? That is data in transit, right? It's going somewhere. Data in use. If you open up Microsoft Word and you're working on a document, you are using that data, right?
Okay.
And we have data at rest. So although you are working with Microsoft Word on your system, right, which is the data that you are using as well, data in use. However, there are other data that you are not using that is on the disk, which is data at rest, right? So data that you are not using, right? So yeah, so 3 types: at rest, in transit, and in use, right?
CSCP says nowadays you have data at use and in transit at the same time with all this
software as a service
stuff. Interesting.
Right. So
what's the answer?
So the answer is A.
You sure?
No, sorry, B. I'm sorry.
Because I'm so majority said B. Nobody said A. Okay, B. Okay. Are you gonna explain what a private key is?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
For the person that says C.
Okay. So question to the audience, right?
It's called chat.
Oh,
you're supposed to say chat.
The question for those in the chat. Which for data in transit, right? Which cryptographic solution do you guys think should be used, or which one is used?
Say it again. For data?
Data in transit. Because remember, this is for data at rest, right? And then the answer is for full disk encryption. You have to encrypt the disk, right? Remember, there's 3 different types: in transit, at rest, and in use, right? Those are the 3 main ones. So we just talked about the first one, which is data at rest, and then we said the cryptographic solution should be full disk encryption.
Okay.
Right. So which one will be data in transit? Which
George is welcome. So we have TLS or HTTPS.
There you go.
Okay, chocolate.
Right. So yeah, so TLS, so HTTPS. So if you are browsing the web, right, you use HTTPS.
So would that be what, C here?
No, it's not on here. It's not here
okay.
at all.
Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you are browsing the web, right, it's ideal to always use what HTTPS, right, because it uses what TLS SSL, right. So meaning any data that goes back and forth is what it's in transit and it will be secured. Right.
Oh no. Hi, Red. Welcome in. So no, the answer for this one was B, but he wanted to ask a follow-up question because he said there was 3 type of data.
Yeah, but for this one, it's just what full disk encryption, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about digital signature, right? So those that are familiar with DocuSign, or which one? Which one was
there's a lot. There's DocuSign. There's .loop. There's Verify something. Yeah.
Right. So. Right, those type of documents, right? So that is when digital signature comes into place, right? Usually signature is usually on paper, right? But then when it comes to the digital world, you also have to sign in a way, right? And that is where digital signature comes in place. Okay. So now, if you sign a document and send to the bank and take all your cash in the bank, right? You can't come back later and tell the bank that, hey, it wasn't me, I didn't sign it, right? So you can't dispute, right?
Okay.
I think it's non-repudiation.
Yep. All right. Get money. You ready for this exam? Get money. Good evening, Ryan. How are you?
You can't deny that you did that, right? So that's the whole point of digital signature, right? And you can get a question that will say that, hey, a user did something, and which specific technology would prevent him from denying, and then the answer will be digital signature, right?
Chuku said the hash key.
The hash key? No.
Is it the same thing as hash key? Oh no, it's not. Okay.
No. But if you can explain a little bit.
You remember hash key? Okay. And then Jay answers a digital signature is used to validate data or digital documents, which you said. Bogan says, "Yep, I am working on that in my ISC2 course."
Okay. Which course is that?
The ISC2.
I mean, this ISC2 is the same.
At the CSSP.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I knew that. I didn't know.
So digital signature is similar to a regular signature, right?
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
But in the digital world, right? So if you sign a document or certified, certified in cybersecurity, okay.
Wait. CSSP said something, but before that, let me do my preamble. Welcome in. This is Tech Cycle and Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're in IT already and you're planning on taking a certification, it's supposed to be like a study room, right? So today is Security Plus. Tomorrow is going to be Cloud Plus. Saturday is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. So if you're planning on taking the certifications, or if you just want to chit chat, do stop on by. The people in the chat are very smart people, intelligent, range from people like me, don't really know much about these things, to people that are 35 years experience in the chat. So there's no such thing as a dumb question. Please ask your questions. If you don't understand, they will explain it to you over and over again, or Raymond will do it over and over again for you. The people there, the experienced people, they tend to want to rush it because they already know it, but
like
don't mind
CISSP.
And then
So
when,
not smart.
occasionally there will be like Hamad, keep in mind, he'll come in there just be like rushing off. But don't worry, just ask your questions, okay? The idea is that we want you to pass the certification. So again, 9 p.m. Eastern time is the time we go on. The schedule is on the page. So 9 p.m. today, obviously, is the Comptia Plus. Tomorrow it's going to be Security Plus. And afterwards, if you happen to want to watch it again, it's going to be on YouTube for the full length, right? So again, welcome in. If you're not following, follow. I say all of this just to tell you to follow. Okay, CSSB says, yeah, but anyone can be MITM and get the email with the link and then could sign it for you with DocuSign. There are issues with it. What is MITI?
Man in the middle attack, right? However, in that case, you can dispute that you didn't sign it.
But how would one know that there's a man in the middle in the first place?
I mean, no one will really know, right? Okay. Most of the time, man in the middle is you wouldn't really know that there's someone in the middle.
So how would you dispute it?
Exactly. So in case, let's say there was a transaction, right?
Oh, you need an alibi.
Not really alibi specifically. So if you need to sign a document and to withdraw all your money from your bank account, right? And someone digitally signed it, right? And they took the money, right?
Okay.
And then or took a loan or whatever. And then now the bank is saying, hey, you have to pay, right? You tell them, hey, it wasn't me, right? So now legal has to be involved, right? And then now they have to do forensic investigation. There you go, right?
Okay.
So now they realize that the private key that is used to sign wasn't yours.
Oh,
exactly.
How do you determine that the private key was not yours?
So let's analyze digital signature a little bit, right?
So I know we're getting off topic, but this is exciting.
When it comes to signing, in encryption or cryptography, right? There's a concept called asymmetric or PKI, public key infrastructure, right?
Is that what Morgan was trying to say? PGP?
It's no, not PGP specifically. Not PGP specifically.
Okay. What is PGP though? No, I'm laughing at CSSP, so now we're getting deeper into this.
So this is how digital signature works, right? Let's start off with PKI, which is public key infrastructure, right? So the whole point is there will be two keys, right? We call it asymmetric keys. There will be two keys. One that is public and one that is private, right? Let me use I think it might make sense. Let's use the mailbox as an example, right? If you live in an apartment building, right? Usually there's so many mailboxes, right? And usually you have a key, right? However, if the mailman comes in, right, they also have a key to put that.
Yeah, they have a master key.
There you go, right? So the key that you have is what? It's private to you,
okay,
right? But the key that they have is a public key, right? So more or less like a public key for you, right? So they're able to open it and close it. When you come with your private key, you're also able to open it at the same time, right?
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Two keys, right?
Okay. Is asymmetric public key? Asymmetrical the public key?
It's public and private. That's why it's asymmetric. So asymmetric meaning it's not the same. Symmetric means it's the same. So public and private will be the same key, right? So let's use symmetric key. So symmetric key would be your door lock or your door key, right? It's one key that you open and come in, right?
Okay.
But in the mailbox situation, it's two keys. You have one, and then the mailman has also one as well. So it's two different keys. right?
Two keys that are mathematically related.
Yeah. That is true, right? So back to digital signature. So in order for me to sign a document or sign something digitally, right? What I will do is I'm going to use my private key to sign it or to lock it in a way, right?
Okay.
So now anyone that is investigating, right, would so once I lock it with my private key or sign it with my private key, the only key that can validate that the private key was used will be my public key, right? So if they are investigating and then they use my private key and it's able to validate, meaning I'm the one that signed, because no one else will have my private key.
Okay.
Right? So you use your private key to sign, and then the only way that it can be verified is using your public key. So your public and private key, I believe, mathematically they relate.
They matter,
right?
Yeah, mathematically.
So that is it, right? So if you didn't sign it and someone signed it on your behalf, right, and they start doing forensic investigation, they realize that no, it wasn't you, right?
Okay.
Even the IP address wasn't from your location, right? The computer that is used wasn't yours.
What
right?
if? Oh, okay. So now would they now try to find the person that signed it?
They can, yeah.
What if the person used VPN?
VPN? No, it's still.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm
planning my.
Hold on. When I went to what's the name? What's the thing that I went? Afrotech, right?
Yeah.
We had they have a session for FBI, right? So I went there, sat down, and he was explaining a few stuff. So he was talking, and then I was like, how about if they use VPN? Would you guys see it? He was like, yeah, we have ways of seeing it. So it's possible, right? It's very possible.
Okay,
yeah,
so it's possible. If they want to find it, they find it.
Yeah, the tools that they have, yeah, they probably have the whole algorithm for encryption. But
I'm
anyways,
sure they do.
So yeah, it's possible.
All right.
It's possible.
CSSP, so he's sorry for getting off topic. This was off topic though, but it was.
Yeah.
Really? Did they? I'm gonna Google that. I don't want to say that out loud for TikTok to block us. So they're probably gonna be like, "There's a comment in this. There's a comment in this section blocked or something for community guidelines."
All right. So yeah. C now is what is public key, right? So public key is the same asymmetric key that I mentioned. Right?
Okay.
Although it's used to digitally sign, right? And also, yeah, talking about the key, PKI, public key infrastructure and asymmetric encryption. If you are sending an email, so if I'm sending an email to you, right? What I do is I'm going to use your public key, which is everybody would have access to your public key, right? It's publicly available. I'm going to use your public key to encrypt the email that I'm sending, right? So once I send it to you, right, the only way you can open it is by using your private key. No one else will be able to open it, right? So it makes it more secure.
Okay.
In a way.
All right.
So yeah.
This was a long explanation.
Yeah. So private key is the key that is unique or secure. Your personal key, but it's secure, right? You don't share that. Steganography is basically hiding data inside a data.
Oh, yes, you said that. Yes, you said that. That one I remember.
So now, if you have a picture or an image, right? Instead of opening the image with an image opener, right? So the tools that opens image specifically, you can right-click on that image and open it with a text file, right? And then you can type whatever you need to type in the document and then save it back, right? So within an email, it will look like an image, right? However, once you open it and then view the content or view it as text, you will see all the information that are in there. There are other ways of steganography, right? Hiding data inside the data.
Okay.
Okay.
Who generates the key? Where is the key stored? Who has access to the stored file? Wow. Question.
Okay.
That's a good question, though. Who generates the key?
So yeah, it's you that generates the key.
You generate.
Right? So
okay.
I think even with regular Linux command prompt, you can generate the
Oh,
key.
the key.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
And
can.
then you store the key where?
And that is why those all these key vaults and all those no key vaults.
What is RSA?
RSA is the algorithm.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Oh.
The key vault?
Yeah, no. And that is where the HSM, hardware security module, right?
Okay.
That's when it comes in place. Those are the places that you can save those keys. Right?
Okay. All right. Welcome in. As he goes to the next question, if you're not following, follow. Every day of the week is a different certification. If you plan on taking any of the certification, we ask that you stop on by. Do participate. Gauge yourself. See how well you're answering. If you answer with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. If you're struggling a little bit, some polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. This is Tech Talk Women Sakwe. So today is Security Plus. Tomorrow is going to be Cloud Plus. Saturday is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Monday is going to be Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. So on until, we finish, right? You have to get the intro in. So if you're not following, follow. And if you happen to want to rewatch it again, it's going to be on YouTube, the full video. Yeah. So welcome in. Oh, okay. It's not me that generates the key. I only put a command to generate the key.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What time is it? 9 p.m. Eastern time, Shaq. So all of it goes to 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's the only time, you got to put the kid to bed so we could come. So 9 p.m. Eastern time. A security manager creates a new documentation to use in response to various types of security incidents. Which of the following is the next step the manager should take?
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Is it called a Lukio key?
No, I took the key.
You have a key?
UB key.
Yeah,
it is.
He has a UB key.
I mean, it's for all the.
Osama bin Slama. What a name. Hi, Edwin. How are you? All right, the D's have it. What does the UB key look like?
Let me see.
Oh, you don't have. You can show me. It's not related. Okay. You can show me later. That's fine. Oh, you are. You're studying for your security. When are you planning on taking it? So it's Get Money. Get Money is taking his too. We are doing well. Today is Security Day. Hope you got your security hat on. The CISSP's people are here too, so don't let them bully you. Oh, it's like a mini USB. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. The moral of the story. Welcome in. Okay, what's the answer?
Yeah, so the answer is D.
Okay, that's what everybody said.
D.
All right.
So it says a security manager created new documentation to use in response to various type of security incidents. Mm-hmm. Which of the following is the next step the manager should take, mm-hmm. right? And that is D. Okay. Let's use real world example, okay. Right?
And when I see a question, I haven't answered a few. Question for you though: mm-hmm. Tabletop means a thorough review over the incident response documentation to identify improvement. Oh, is that what tabletop means?
Yeah. So yeah, real world example, right? So sometimes, and most people do that. Those in the forces or
what do you mean by forces?
Law enforcement. Okay. So most of the time, most people, that's what they do, right? If mm-hmm. they are going somewhere with their family, right? Mm-hmm. They try to find more or less like an escape route, right? So if they go to the mall,
nobody does that.
Most people do that. Right, so most of the time they will enter the place, and then what the military, the security mindset person will say that will do is to scan the place and figure out which exit point they can exit from if there's an issue. So
yeah,
right?
see what I deal with. So you know.
Anyways, so that is what this is, right? So the documentation is made, right? So let me use myself an example, right? So walk in there, make a mental note. Okay, we're going to take this exit. This exit is good, right? But now I have to communicate that with my family as well, right? So now I'm doing tabletop exercise now, right? So now I'll tell them, hey, okay, so if someone comes from this end, right? Let's run all the way to the other end, right? Or let's go to the closest, I don't know, bathroom or whatever, and lock the door, whatever, right? That is tabletop exercise, right? And then now you tell me that, okay, wait, hold on, there's no bathroom here. Why should we go to a bathroom, right? And that's what tabletop does, right? And I will tell you that, okay, that doesn't make sense. So I'll go back and refine. Yeah, so that is it, right?
So Shaq was saying that a tabletop exercise reviews your incident response plan. Okay.
Right? And then now identify gaps that are in there, and also making the process clear to everyone that is involved, right? So that is tabletop, right?
Okay. Got it. I think that person said the same thing too. Identify.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer was.
It was D.
D.
Tabletop. Okay. Once you finish the documentation, you have to
yeah.
perform it.
It was D. It was D chocolate. Okay, and then Edwin is asking, what do you think about certification? Does Hawaii Security and Cisco?
I haven't taken that. They also are into network devices and all that. I haven't taken their.
It seems very vendor specific.
Yeah, it is vendor specific, and also. Yeah, I haven't worked with their appliance either, so I can't really say much about it, right? But the whole point the whole point is to if you want to get into vendor specific, right? The whole point is make sure that the vendor that you are working with has majority of the share, right? So. Example, Cisco, right? Cisco, I know for sure that they have most companies use Cisco, right? So I would go in for Cisco. However, if you realize that your company specifically or the companies that you want to go to, they are into that specific vendor, then by all means, right?
So which one has the market share?
I don't know. I have to look up. And one way of looking that up, and actually, also if you want to get into, you're a beginner, you want to know which route to take or which certification to take, the best option is to go to a recruiting website, right? I don't know, ZipRecruiter.
They still there?
I think hopefully ZipRecruiter. Yeah, I think they are there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they are there because in Amazon they had a representative for
ZipRecruiter.
Yeah, so they are still there. Anyways,
interesting.
So so the best way is to go to a recruiting website, right? It's like LinkedIn, and then enter the keyword, right? Security plus, right? And select the area that you are in, right? And then realize or analyze how much job is out there, right? So most of the time, especially in the United States, some job roles are specific to some states. Right, so I believe in
Virginia and those places is more
government tech, right? So do that, right? So search for it and then see the number of jobs that you see. If there's a lot of job opening, then it's ideal certification what to take, right? But if you search for the certification, there's a few number of job roles, then don't waste your time, right?
Borgan says that I can tell you that I work for a large IT dish, and Cisco Meraki is number one.
Yeah.
And Obinti was found to be was found to be selling gray market to Russia as if I read that I wouldn't have said it aloud because they're gonna be like, they're gonna block you. But TikTok they censor everything now these days. All right. Problem with security, strife, spoofing, tempering, all those 9 yards. Okay. Information disclosure, DOS, EOP. All right, next question. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk Women Sakwe. Every day of the week is a different certification. As it goes to the next question. If you have any question, do ask though. Today's Thursday, so Thursday Security Plus. Tomorrow's going to be Cloud Plus. Saturday is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Monday is Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. And then until the domains are done. If you plan on taking a certification, please do answer the question. See how well you're answering. If you're answering with ease, you're ready for the certification. If you you know you're struggling a little bit, you know that you have to at least polish up a little bit before you go ahead and take the certification. The people in the chat range from people like me, I really don't know much about these things, to the people that have over 30 or 35 years experience, the OGs in the chat, when they come, you see them, they're the impatient one in the chat, so you see them. But don't mind them, answer your questions, don't let them bully you. They'll be the same people answering you once you ask the questions, so don't hesitate. All I ask is you're respectful of that, or if you're not, I'll block you. Thank you for sure. But yeah, so afterwards, if you plan on watching it, it's going to be on YouTube, just to practice for practice's sake. Hi, Village Boy.
Hey, Village
So
Boy.
welcome in. If you're not following, follow, okay? All right. Is it choose two? Oh, choose two. Okay. A company is developing a critical systems for the government and storing project information on a file share. Which of the following describes how this data would most likely be classified? Oh, this is why you were talking about the classification.
Exactly, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it now. All right. So we have B. We have F and B. B and F. B and F. Any other takers? B. Okay. The more of the story. Did you ask a question? Did I ever pass your question? Because I'm pretty sure I think you asked a question and I took a mental note that I was going to ask later. Yes. What is your take on CTEM?
Oh, which one is that?
Okay.
What's the full acronym?
What's the
I don't know.
acronym for CTEM? More of the story.
More of the story.
All right, so we have B, so it's definitely B. Okay, so we have B and F.
Yeah, so choose two, right?
Yeah. Brain X, I didn't see you answer. I know you're there because you're lighting up the. Okay, B and F. Vivo, B and F. Okay. All right, B and F. It's the continuous threat exposure management.
No, I have no idea about that certification.
It seems very specific. Is it
Yeah.
for a specific job role that you're going for? All right, what's the answer? I know it's for B for sure. Everybody said B.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said anything other than that. Okay, what is it?
Yeah, so it's B and F, right?
Oh, it's B and F. Okay.
Mhm.
Shaq says she wanted to say B and A.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, so it will be confidential and restricted, right?
Okay.
Restricted is the highest level, right? So, so meaning if it gets to the wrong hands, there will be serious damage, right?
Okay.
So we're talking about the government, right? And also we have confidential, right?
Okay. So why would B and A not be right? Is it
B
because it's because essentially it's the same thing?
So A is private. You said B and you said B and A.
Yeah. Why would B and A not be? I mean, I know B is right, but why would A not be right?
So A is private. So typically it's used in
Hi, Nathaniel.
commercial classification,
Okay.
right? Other than government.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, I think government have a whole different classification than the commercial sector,
Oh,
right?
okay.
But if anyone works,
Chocolate said
there you
government
go.
doesn't use
Yeah,
private.
yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, all right.
Do you work in the no? She,
Chocolate.
oh, but she's still. They can also be contractors to the federal.
Government.
Government,
Chocolate. I told
yeah.
him where you work. So the more of the source of the CTM is actually overarching all security exposures.
Oh, okay.
Your management means if it's a control. I don't know if I'm reading it right. Exposure management applies to all security tools. Okay, got it. I don't work for the government.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Okay, chocolate is right. Okay, if your controls are working, got it. Oh, you work at Comcast? Oh no, Shaq, I was talking about chocolate. I was selling chocolate. I was selling Raymond. I told Choc. You get it. You work at Comcast. What do you do at Comcast? All right. Next question. Have you been here for an hour? Almost. Okay. Also, we try to be on for an hour, but he always goes overboard. But welcome in. If you're not following, follow.
Okay.
Tomorrow's gonna be Cloud Plus. Okay.
That's right. All right, let's go to the next question.
You're a cybersecurity coach in Comcast?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Really? Comcast is like thingy, right? Cablevision.
Yeah, Spectrum. That's
Yeah,
right.
Spectrum, like Verizon and others. Oh, that is so cool. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I did work at Spectrum too.
You worked
I mean,
yeah.
I mean Comcast. Yeah, I did
He
work
worked
there.
at
So. As a
Spectrum.
commercial field technician.
He worked as Cablevision. He worked at Verizon. Well, not really, but really. But anyway, an employee who was working remotely lost a mobile device containing company data. Which of the following provides the best solution to prevent future data loss? A.
A.
Only because I see you say before, so it's the only thing that looks familiar. Okay, we have between A, we have B, we have C. A. I'm feeling proud of myself. Okay. C. A. Okay. What's the answer? Oh, we have B. Okay. What's the answer?
So the answer would be A.
Yay.
Right? It says a company who was, an employee who was working remotely lost a mobile device. So remember, someone said mobile device doesn't mean.
Oh, it was the SSP.
Oh, okay.
Mobile doesn't mean a cell phone. That really stuck with me. Mobile does not mean a cell phone. It could be anything you can move.
Yeah. So mobile device containing company data. Which of the following provide the best solution? So there are solutions that are okay, right? But which one is the best?
Can I say this looks like an A+ question? I wonder if that's where I saw it from.
Probably. I think we talk a lot about that,
right?
Right. And that's what I keep saying, right? So when you start with the certification, right? As you progress, you realize that most of the newer certification that you take, right? You probably have seen probably over 50% in the previous certification, right? So if you have A+ and you're taking the network class, right? Over probably like 30 or 40% of the questions will be the same as well. The one that you see in the one that you saw in A+, right? When you're taking the security, right? Some will be in A+, some will be in network, and then a few percentage will be new, right? So as you progress, you realize that you don't have to spend the entire time studying the whole thing over again, right?
So you could take it back to back.
Exactly, right? And especially with AWS, right? Their certification, right? You take the first one, take the next one, right? You realize that the question keeps repeating. Right? And yeah, that's what I did to get all the AWS certification. Anyways,
okay, there we go. All right, what's the answer? Oh, A.
So yeah, the answer is A.
Okay,
right?
you're gonna explain the rest of them because a lot of people
So
said different things.
Okay, so A. So A is mobile device management.
Hey, Renegade 69, how are you?
Example is.
Are we frozen?
No, we're not. Oh, really? Oh,
I figured on my phone it was.
Okay, so what's going on? I think we are still.
Oh, that's odd. Hold on. You can hear us still?
Good now.
Oh, we're good now. Okay,
so
all right. Okay.
MDM, mobile device management, right? That is a full acronym. And example is Intune. Some people are familiar with Intune, which is Microsoft specifically, right? So it allows a company to manage devices. Right?
I've heard of Intune before, but for some reason I'm thinking about Apple, iTunes. I don't know why.
No. So if a company gives you a device, or even if with your regular device, right? Most of the time they give you login for Office, right?
Microsoft
Office product, right? You have login. So once you enter your company name and password and login, automatically registers in the MDN. Right? So now they can do anything they want with it.
They can do anything.
Yeah, the company can do anything.
Oh, like remote
wipe. There you go.
Oh.
Right. So
I know some stuff.
So so the MDM gives more control over what iTunes throwback. Yeah, the MDN is the best solution for that, right? So with the MDN, it can
Steve.
Yeah, so the MDM, it can help you. It can remote wipe, right? It can remote lock. It can even track the device, see exactly where you are, and that's why most employees don't want to log in to companies or get companies' phone and all that, right? So yeah, you can remote wipe, remote log. You can device track. You can also enforce encryption, right?
Okay.
You can also containerize. Remember containerize or container? Because we had a question that we argued back and
Oh,
forth.
yeah, I remember. I
Yeah.
just don't remember the question.
I think it was still the mobile device.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was the mobile device. So yeah, containerization or container. It's not Docker that we're talking about. We're talking about mobile devices, right?
Yeah.
So basically, okay,
No.
something flashed. All right, so
Oh, okay.
basically, on the phone, right? The company can containerize.
We're frozen again?
What is going on?
Yeah, I figured we are frozen. Okay, you talking. I'll go see what's going
Hold
on.
on.
What happened?
No, hold on. Because it's wired. Shouldn't.
Oh,
I mean, so they can hear our voice?
yeah. You can hear us still? Why did it freeze when my face look like that? Okay. Are we back?
Let me see.
It says something about connection.
Oh, which connection? There shouldn't be any connection. Hello? Oh, the audio is even off.
Oh, we're back?
Okay.
Okay, we're good
We're
now?
good?
This is so weird. And it's always been an
Okay.
hour, so.
Yeah, but how's YouTube though? Because we are streaming on both platforms, so
Are we frozen again?
unless it's just TikTok. Let me see. Then they might probably have a little issue. Hold on.
Are you want to check YouTube?
Nah, I'm checking now. Hold on.
Un momento.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, no. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Okay. So
it might be. We're back though.
forgot YouTube. Okay. Oh, we are better. Okay. Yeah. So
Hi, Michael.
yeah, I'm not sure if there's something.
YouTube is fine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's something on
going on with TikTok?
yeah, TikTok. But either
I'm gonna
way.
blame TikTok.
So yeah, talking about MDM,
Oh,
right?
TikTok is having issues tonight. Okay, got it.
All right. So yeah, mobile device management, right? It gives the company more control, right? You can even track where the phone is, right? So, yeah. So yeah, that would be the answer. What other answer option did we get? We get?
We
I
had
think
B. Did
yeah.
you explain B? We had
B
C as
is
well.
data loss prevention. So when we talk about data loss prevention and device getting stolen, data loss prevention is out of the window, right?
Okay.
Data loss prevention is basically controlling or monitoring and preventing some data classification from getting out of the network, right, or from the device. But if the device is stolen, right, DLP wouldn't work, right? So yeah, and then C is full disk encryption, right? Full disk encryption. Let's see. Right? Striker. Oh, the MDM, right? Yeah, that was it. I wonder how they did it though. Alright. Okay, let's try this question here. It's a little lengthy, but yeah, it is. Okay. All right, so the question here. All right, so it says that
Did we freeze again?
No. Just
Okay.
paste it in next.
Welcome in. This is Tech Taco Ms. Taco. Every day of the week is a different certification. Oh, FDM can remotely wipe the machine. Yeah, right? We're not frozen again, right? Oh, so FDE wouldn't apply to a mobile device such as a cell phone, right?
It can. No, it's yeah, you can encrypt hold on. Okay. I have to do this little insanity check. No, on mobile device you can do full disk encryption as well.
Okay. If you're not following, follow 9 p.m. Eastern Time. How long and what days do you guys do Security Plus? So Security Plus is 1 day in a week. It's supposed to be an hour. But normally it takes forever, depending on the topic and how long he decides he wants to go for. But it's supposed to, all the lives are supposed to be an hour. So next week Thursday is going to be Security Plus as well. Okay. Tomorrow though it's going to be Cloud Plus. Saturday, AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday, AZ 900. Monday, Comptia Plus. Tuesday, Network Plus. Wednesday, Linux Plus. Okay. A company wants to secure its systems by preventing users from sending sensitive data over the corporate email restriction access to potential harmful website. Which of the following features should the company set up? Choose 2.
Okay.
Okay, we have A and B. We have A and C, so it's definitely A for sure. And then B and C. Okay, B and C. All right, waiting for a few more answer choices to come in. Welcome. Oh, also, the full video will be posted on YouTube. The YouTube is the same name right up top. B for sure. F is misleading. You need to antivirus software to take advantage of antivirus signatures. There's antivirus signatures?
Come again?
There's antivirus signatures.
Yeah, so basically,
Is it the same? Oh, is it the same concept as signatures? When we were talking about signatures?
not really.
Okay.
So with viruses, right? Most viruses have signature, right?
Okay.
It's like similar to if you know someone, right, and you see them afar, right, and they are walking, you know that this is a person.
Not everybody knows that. Not everybody does that. But
But if you really know someone,
they'll start to look familiar. You wouldn't be like, that's the person.
Yeah, sometimes you would. If I'm working like almost.
I mean, I would know
Yeah,
that.
exactly, right? So you know, oh, this is the guy, right? Or someone will go and rob a store, and then now they'll have their video on the screen, and then someone that know
recognize them. Okay.
I know this guy, right?
Okay.
And then he'll just go and get the
Why would you say
50,000.
Robert?
Anyways,
Okay,
it's just a good example.
This is very specific.
So yeah, so that is it. So viruses also have signature. They have a way of acting, or they have a way of working, right? So that is what antivirus does, right? Most of the time they keep the signature. So if they see something that is acting similar to a specific virus, they realize, hey, this is a virus, or this is WannaCry, this is this, right? So that is antivirus signature.
Registered is something like the hash or their behavior or attack, which can be used
there
as
you
signature.
go, behavior, yeah.
It's almost like regular viruses in the human body. They have certain
same thing.
genetic patterns that genograms.
Cool.
Yeah.
I remember the guy was saying that there's three different sessions in the brain. Do you remember?
Stop it. What's the answer?
So the answer would be A and B.
A and B.
A and B.
Okay.
A and B.
All right. Thank you for the roses. Okay.
So.
All right. You're gonna have to explain all of it.
Yes.
Nobody said E, so I don't think it's guardrails.
Yeah, no. Okay. So, but most people said C as well, right?
Like venom. You can. Okay.
So now, yeah. So it says the company would like to. Okay. So company plans to secure its system by preventing user from sending sensitive data over the corporate email, right? Restricting access to potential harmful. This is another keyword. So it's two different keywords. Potentially harmful website. Right? Remember, DNS is the system that translates www.facebook.com or www.harmfulwebsite.com, right, to the IP address, right? So if you implement DNS filtering, right, it's going to block anything that has that harmful URL.
Okay.
Right. So that is where the B comes in place, right?
Okay.
Restricting access to potential harmful website. That is DNS filtering, right? So you filter out the URLs, right? So the URLs that users can go to.
Okay.
Right?
Blah wants to know what's the best DNS filtering software?
I don't remember on top of my head. I have to look it up. I don't know.
Help somebody.
Yeah, and then now the first part is saying that prevent user from sending sensitive emails, sensitive data over corporate email, and that's where the DLP, data loss prevention, comes in, right?
Okay.
So now remember we talked about labeling.
Yes, we
right?
did.
You need labeling in order for you to use data loss prevention, right? Because once you label, you can label it as restricted, any of the classification, right? And then now with the data loss DLP software, data loss prevention software, you will set it up in such a way that if they see any of this tag, right, prevent it, right? So and that's why the tagging or the labeling or the classification comes in, right?
Okay.
All right. So C, I know most people say C, which is file integrity, right? Integrity means it shouldn't be what?
Compromise?
Changed.
Oh.
It shouldn't be modified, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So file integrity monitor. So you can set that in with a specific file, and if the file changes, it would send an alert saying, "Hey, someone changed this one." Because
Okay.
some files we don't need it to be
Changed.
modified, right?
Okay.
Or changed or tampered with, right? So that is file integrity monitor. Right?
Got it. Damien says naming conventions. Okay. Borgon says. Steve says the Cisco umbrella was good DNS. Borgon says the next DNS is highly recommendable. So, the person I asked, where are you? Blah. Okay. Sorry. And somebody did say. I think I saw a D in there. I could be lying. Hold on. Yep. D.
D.
Oh, it was Steve. I think he was being funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you explained A, B, and C. The answer was A and B. A and B, by the way. But welcome in. How many more questions do you have?
So we have. I think I have more than half. Yeah. The one that I have is more than what we've done already. But
What does that mean? So there's more questions?
there's more questions than what
Damn.
we've done before. But
I
anyways.
should go get some more.
So yeah, it's a file integrity monitor, right? So it monitor files to make sure that it hasn't been changed, right? 5 more. I'll probably have 15 more. But anyways, and then we talked about antivirus signature, right? Stateful firewall. I think we talked about stateful, right? So stateful means
It was stateful and it was a stateless.
stateless, right? I remember, I don't
stuff.
remember.
Yes, you remember, you don't remember.
Right, so
yes.
there are two types of firewalls, right? Stateful and stateless, right? So stateful firewall is firewall that always remembers what happens, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gold is asking, he's about to take the exam in 2 weeks. Do you have any performance-based questions? Do you recommend any performance-based questions as well?
Do I recommend?
I mean, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, any recommendation for him to practice some performance-based questions as well? Anybody? If you don't know, I know a few people mentioned a lab or something. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I forgot. I should write these things down, right?
Performance-based questions. I mean, most of the
Damien, I see your question. I have an answer when he's done. Okay.
courses on Udemy,
yeah, okay.
they
Udemy.
have performance-based question, right?
Was it the Jason one? Jason Dion.
Yeah.
Jason Dion.
Yeah, most of them have. Yeah.
Try that one, okay? Good luck on your exam. Come back when you tell us when you pass, okay? What is guardrails?
There you go. Right. So guardrails is used. The first time I saw it in is with AI. Right?
Okay.
Generative AI. So similar to staircase, right? Staircase, they have this rails.
Guardrails, yeah.
Wheels on the side, right?
Guardrails.
So basically, what does it do?
Protect you from falling.
Exactly, or protect you from what? Going over that specific boundary.
Oh, that's a little technical. Oh, yeah. So you don't fall over
Exactly.
that. Oh, okay. Well,
Same thing, guardrail in
Perspective.
generative AI, right? Or in ChatGPT, whatever, right? They have to put that guardrail, which is policy in place, that the generative AI doesn't go rogue, right? Don't get information from different places, right? So so they put that guardrail in place, basically policy in place, right? That will keep the generative AI
I need to sleep.
in inbound, right? It doesn't go over what it doesn't need to get information to or get access to, right? So so that is guardrail, right? It's also used in cloud as well, right? What boundary or what access boundary does a specific person
Policies
have?
and restrictions.
Right? That is it, right?
Dot, I need to know your real name. I can't keep calling you Dot. I didn't see Jeff Avocado today.
For Mexico.
Next question.
Yeah, next
Okay,
question.
welcome in. This is Tech Talk with Ms. Sakurai. Every day week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're already in IT and plan on taking a certification, we go live 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Today, hi Johnson, how are you? We go 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So today is Thursday. Thursday is Security Plus. Tomorrow, Friday, is going to be Cloud Plus. To Saturdays, AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sundays, AZ 900. On Saturday, he's going to wear his golden jacket because, He earned it. It took me a while to get him to wear it, but you know, he's wearing it now.
Okay.
Anyway, Monday is A plus, Tuesday is Network Plus, Wednesday is Linux Plus. Okay, so do stop on by. Thank you, Johnson. Well, Johnson said good job. I'm taking all your compliments. B and Pop, welcome in. All right, so if you're not following, follow, and then the this is going to be fully on YouTube. Yeah, so if you have any questions, do answer. We're everywhere, Johnson. We're everywhere. Depends who's looking for us, though. But you find us New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, sometimes Virginia, sometimes Texas. One or two times, but it depends. Hi, Holmes. Okay. A company processes and stores sensitive data on its own systems. Which of the following steps should the company take first to ensure compliance with privacy regulations?
I think we've seen this question. I'm not sure if it's the exact same question, but we've seen this question before.
Can you guys elaborate more on geo-restriction? I thought you were talking about what I said. Can you elaborate more? Thank you for saying you guys. I appreciate it. But, can he elaborate more? Okay, I'm going to write it down for you so you can. When you finish the question, then you're in it. It feels like a CSSP question.
Yeah, it does. It does, actually. So,
Chocolate.
I think
Are you going to take the CSSP?
I think she's stating, right? Yeah, so from last week and this week, right? Oh, exact last week. Okay. Yeah, this week we've been talking about questions related to CSSP, right? Unintentionally, but it's part of the domain, right? Yeah, it's part of the domain. Yeah, and so now, if you are taking the CISSP, right, and you've already taken the Security Plus, guess what? You don't need to worry about all this data stuff, right? Or you probably have to learn a little on top of what you already know, right?
Okay. Right, what's the answer?
B, C, D,
Johnson. Okay, what's the answer?
The answer would be B.
Okay.
B. The answer would be
Steve said B, then A, then D.
Okay, so that is the cool. So yeah, the first thing, right? So this is a company processes and stores sensitive data on its own systems. Which of the following steps should the company take first to ensure compliance with privacy regulation, right?
Okay.
So yeah, B is saying that develop and provide training on data protection policies, right? So yeah, so that would be the first step. So first step is to develop a policy, right? Everything in the corporate world works around policy, right?
Okay.
So you can't just get up and then do something, and once they ask you, hey, why did you do that, right? You can't just be like, hey, this guy told me to do that, right? I mean, if it's in writing, you can probably do that. But however, everything is backed by policy, right?
Okay.
So if the company policy is saying that every employee device should be encrypted, right? It's a policy, right?
Okay.
So yeah, everything works around what policy.
Steve is saying what you always say, which is that your end user is always your weakest link.
It is, yeah, and yeah.
He always says that if there's ever a security breach, it's always the person.
Yeah, I mean,
it's always human error.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Those that are in security knows, right? The weakest link is human, right?
Johnson, it's okay. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Damien, okay, can you answer Damien's question? Can you elaborate more on geolocation? I think it was a
Geo-restriction. So basically, restricting data from a specific geographic location, right?
Okay, Holmes, I'm going to try. Okay.
So... So some of the compliance policy, I think GDPR, right? Requires company that works in Europe or company that saves Europe citizens data their data should be or should stay in Europe, right? So that is a geo restriction.
Subhome says that B definitely just controls and encryption isn't enough. Gotta follow NIST and their whole regulation. NIST, right? Yeah, he does talk about NIST sometimes.
And then with the B2, right, it says develop and provide training, right? So now, as part of the development and training, you also have to assign people that are responsible for.
Are we frozen again?
No, we're not.
Avivo, can you hear us?
Oh, I think.
Avivo said we're frozen. Okay, no, we're not frozen.
No, we're not?
Okay, because we kept frozen Avivo. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Let me text you and tell you refresh. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so, as part of the develop and provide training, right? You also have to identify who is responsible for which role, right? And that would help you tailor the training to those people, right? All right. So, which other answer option?
Oh, somebody said explain A. Dot, can you explain? Tell me your name, please.
Implement access control and encryption. Okay, now someone explained that. So yeah, implementing access control and restriction. It's part of it, right? And I believe someone mentioned the hierarchy. It's part of it, right? However, which encryption algorithm are you going to use, right? How are you going to implement access control? It all boils down to policy, right? Call me Apple.
The only reason you don't want me to know your name is probably because I know you. So I'm gonna call you Apple, okay? Apple.
A for Apple.
Apple. Okay.
So yeah, so this eventually would happen, right? It will still happen, but then you still need the exact encryption algorithm to use, how to implement the controls and all that, because there's so many controls out there, right? And each company cannot implement every single control, right? And they also have to take into consideration their risk appetite, the type of asset that they have, and all that, right? And it's all documented in the policy, right? So you need the policy first.
Policy first. Chocolate wants to know, random question, is the CISSP really that difficult, or maybe the mindset might be the issue for most?
So it's two things. It's mindset and also broad knowledge. That is the keyword. Because they have 7 domains. I don't have it yet.
The book?
Yeah, the book.
Is it here or upstairs?
I think it's upstairs.
You
But
want to get it?
do you know where it is?
Destination CISSP?
Yeah.
Guys, the person that cleans know where the stuff is, okay? I'll be back.
Yeah, so it's the mindset, right? And also the broad knowledge, right? It was easier for me because when it comes to certification and knowledge in IT, I'm all over the place, right? Yeah, that is why it was a little easier for me, right? So, but I know some people that once they get into information technology, they stay with one company, they stay with a specific job role, and that'll be it. Frozen? Oh, are we still frozen? Nah, I don't think. Okay, no, we're not frozen. I think it should be on your end. Yeah, I think that there's something going on with TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, so I know some people would get into information technology. They just want to be network administrators or become a help desk, and they stay with a company or stay with this exact same job role for X amount of years, right? Yeah, but I'm all over the place. So I know a little bit of software development, and I've had job roles as well.
I don't know
right?
if you needed this one too.
Yeah. So for those that are taking the CISSP, just a little break, right? This, and I'm not sure if you guys have seen them before, Destination CISSP, right? They have a free YouTube training that goes over a high level of the CISSP, right? Each individual domain. So if you guys get chance, just look them up on YouTube, Destination CISSP, and it has 8 domains, right?
Oh, he said show it again.
Destination mind map. Yes, I love that, right? I'm a visual learner, so it makes you understand the whole picture, right? So any job role or any certification that I'm taking, I usually, the first thing that I do is get the high level overview, right, before I dive in, right? So yeah, Destination CISSP, they have the book, obviously, right? They have a video as well, right? Training video. I don't know how much it was, but I didn't buy that. And then they also have a mobile app for questions and answers as well.
Welcome back,
right?
Avivo. We're talking about CISSP and how to pass, apparently.
So, if possible, get this book.
I went to go get the book.
Although I have this, I didn't really go through that much with this.
Which one was the one you didn't like? There was one book that you said was very bad. Or was this for CISSP? The one with the old man and...
I think... Oh.
There was one book that some person...
I think it was Ubuntu.
Oh,
Ubuntu,
okay. Like disregard.
Administration, yeah. So yeah, I use this, but this is not really I mean, it has a lot of information, right?
Y'all see how thick this book is? I don't know how anybody's gonna read this book. Not I.
Right. So
Not
it's not just the mindset, right? So the mindset, and they have eight domains, right? So they have security, and I think I can still show it.
Sub Holmes, you've been here before. You didn't hear. That means you're not listening to my preamble, Sub Holmes. He has all his AWS certification, including his CISSP.
Is it visible? Do you see it on the end?
I was trying to talk to Sub
it's
Holmes.
not. It's not. Okay.
We'll take a picture and put it there, okay?
So yeah, so the we have security and risk management. So you have to know risk management, right? They have domain 2 as well, asset security. Domain 3 is security architecture and engineering. Domain 4 is communication and network security. So you need network, right? Domain 5 is IAM, identity and access management, right? Domain 6 is security assessment and testing, the pen testing, the vulnerability and all that, right? Domain 7 is security operations. So security operation is more of SOC analyst, right? Cybersecurity operations, right? And then the last domain is software development security, so application security specific, right? So you have to have that broad knowledge, right? So the good thing is I had experience in every single domain, right? So yeah, either certification and or roles, right? So I've been a software developer, I've been application security analyst as well, vulnerability analyst, which one else? Networking, obviously. I've done risk and compliance as well. So yeah, I had that base.
He's not telling y'all that he started from Rainbow, then Target. Okay, so
so you need a broader knowledge.
It was Lennox calling me no. It was actually
that was funny.
Chocolate. Johnson says how to practice with preparation to the certification. How to practice with the certification for the CISSP, Johnson.
With preparation.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Johnson, can you clarify your question, please? Somebody says that the book is it's giving them PTSD. Thank you, Pimpa. Thank you. Okay. See, Sub Homes don't listen to my preamble. Now I'm going to give my preamble just for Sub Homes. Okay. Welcome. This is Tech Talk with Ms. Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification, aka the IT Study Room. This is Raymond. I'm Jennifer. Raymond has over 30 plus certification, including his CISSP and all of his AWS certification. But today is Thursday, so Thursday is Security Plus. Security Plus, we go over all the questions for Security Plus domain by domain. And then tomorrow is going to be Cloud Plus, right? Comptia Cloud Plus. And then Saturday is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is going to be, what's Sunday? AZ900.
Microsoft Azure.
Yes. Also, since somebody said damn Soldier Boy, he's also a Marine. Let me put all his end there so Sub Holmes doesn't say you're a Marine and you didn't tell me. So
I think someone said that.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Too. I forgot who said it. But anyway, welcome in. If you're not following, follow. That's just all jokes. If you're not following, follow. And if you plan on taking the certifications, get it wrong here so you can get it right when you get to the exam room. There's no such thing as a dumb question. So do Sub Holmes, you're not following? I rest my case. If you're not following, follow. This is why my preambles are there, okay? All right, next question. Azure is on Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, so it's AZ900, right? So that is the beginner level foundational certification.
When do we finish?
I think I have. Oh, sure. I still probably have like half more to go. But anyways, almost done.
Okay. Which of the following would be the greatest concern for a company that is aware of the consequences of non-compliance with government regulation?
Yeah, this are all CISSP.
I've seen this question before.
It's not this. Oh, really? The same thing? No.
I think it's not the same thing?
The answer options, probably, but we haven't seen exactly the same thing.
It says government, because it's saying government. I'm between A and B.
Which of the following would be the greatest concern of a company that is aware of the consequences of non-compliance with government's regulation? So it's just regulation. Okay. Oh. Which one should they be concerned about?
Are you asking if you could give tips? Of course you can.
Oh, yeah, please. It's always welcome. Yeah.
I should go, right? Chocolate. Yeah, go with B. I'm thinking B, right? But I was actually thinking A, between A and B, but I was thinking more. I was leaning towards B though.
B? But you say
Yeah.
A and A or B?
Between A and B, but I remember
you've
A.
heard A before.
I heard you say A before.
Uh-huh.
It stuck with me
Yeah.
last time when we did it. But I know that it's not A, right? Chocolate because that was with the GDRP, right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
All right, because you
You're
brought
right.
up the whole thing. All right,
Yeah.
so what's the answer?
Yeah, so that would be B.
Yay!
Right? So the company should be
Thanks, Chocolate.
concerned about sanction. The sanction that is going to be imposed on what? On the company, right? Right to be forgotten, right? It's a right that those that are GDPR, right? So so it's specific to those that are in EU, Europe, but yeah, which says that. So basically, what this is saying that the user, right, or the client, right, have the right to tell the company that they should be forgotten, which means delete all my information in your system, right? So even with social media, you can tell them. So, and then I think someone said, terminate your social media account, but that wasn't it.
Oh,
So
okay.
although you terminated your social media account, the company, social media has the right to keep your data, right, for whatever use case that they have, right? But if you exercise the right to be forgotten, then they have to delete all your information from their database, right?
So wait a minute. When you say the company, for instance, if you tell them to delete, so that means that I'm telling, for instance, TikTok, telling TikTok to delete all my data.
That's it.
Okay, but say if I was telling Meta, that means that they were deleting it from Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp.
Yes. So it's company specific.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and if they don't do that, basically they can get in trouble.
Chocolate. Nah.
Right. So yeah, that is it.
Funny.
Right.
So the answer was
B.
B,
The
okay.
sanction. That's what
Answer
they
was
should be concerned about,
okay.
right? Right to be forgotten is for the client or the end user. It says external compliance reporting. Yeah, that doesn't make sense here. So yeah, and okay,
What?
and then attestation, right? These are all CISSP stuff. Attestation is basically a certificate
Hi, Levi.
that says that, hey, the company says that, hey, I'm aware of all these compliance,
Okay.
right? And I agree or I accept, right?
Okay.
So that is it.
Okay. Welcome in. Oh, but yeah, bill collectors, them too.
Yeah.
They will tell them to right to be forgotten.
Yeah, right. You forgot.
Welcome in. This is Tech Soccer Women's Soccer. Every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and you're planning on taking a certification, there's a different certification every day. Today's Thursday, so Thursday is Security Plus. Tomorrow, Friday is going to be Cloud Plus. Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Monday is Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus, and then Thursday again till all the domains are covered. If you're planning on taking a certification, we do ask that you answer the questions, right? Even if you not sure what the answer is, answer it, just so that at least you get it wrong here, so you can get it right on the exam. Unfortunately, Robin, we don't do AI yet. Maybe next segment down the line. Apparently, there's a lot next segment. Apple says C, by the way. So yeah, if you're not following, follow. If you happen to want to watch it over, if you're taking a certification and want to watch it over, it's going to be on YouTube. Same name on YouTube, okay? I'm trying to be an influencer across all board. So do follow that as well if you were planning to watch it again, okay? If you want to follow Raymond on LinkedIn too, you can. Again, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Do answer your question. People will answer you just in case Raymond don't know. And also, helpful debates and, logical debates are welcome, because it's not all the time that the answer that Raymond knows is correct.
True.
Or sometimes you have an opinion that needs to be shared as well, respectfully of that. If not, I'll block you. But welcome in. If you're not following, follow, okay? But the following is a prerequisite for DLP solution. You definitely explain what DLP was. Do I remember? No, I don't. But people are saying C, so we're going to go with C. What's the answer?
Yeah, so the answer is C, right? I think I mentioned that before too, right? In
Yeah.
order for you to implement data loss prevention, so data loss prevention is implementing monitoring and prevention. So in if you work with a company, you can't just companies with data loss prevention software implemented. Most companies don't have that, right? So what you do is if you attach a file to an email, right, and try to send it out, the DLP system would monitor, right, and see if this file that you are sending is a specific data classification, right, like restricted or classified or sensitive, whichever, right?
Okay.
And then now, if it's, let's say, restricted data, right, then the software is going to block the email from going out,
Okay.
right? Yeah, so that is what DLP, right? So, but in order for you to implement DLP, you have to know which data is what, right? You have to label it, you have to classify the data, right? So that you can implement that in the DLP software, right?
Okay.
So, do we get any other answer option?
No, it was unanimously C.
Yeah. Data distraction is basically, this happens in the end of life of data, right? Remember, I think the first question that we saw was keeping the fewest data, right? So now, even with data, there's always end of life, right? So eventually, the company wouldn't need that data anymore, right? So what should happen? The data should be what? Destructed. Distract, whatever. But that one.
Brooklyn says it helps prevent exposure of PII.
Personally identifiable information.
Okay.
But PII is a subset of what it prevents, right? We have PII, we have IP, which is intellectual property, right? And a few different types, right? But yeah, you're right.
BMPF wants to know data sanitation.
So sanitization is basically cleaning data, right, or removal of data. So if you have, so what most company does is, because remember, companies, they usually give out their old laptops and all that, right? So what they do is they have to make sure either they sanitize the disk, which means remove the data from the disk.
Okay, because to explain, because when you're telling us sanitize, now I'm thinking you're, wiping it clean.
Yeah, wiping the data out of the disk clean in a way. Yeah.
No.
So removing all their data that is.
I'm literally talking about wiping it.
Yeah, wiping disk. Yes.
No. Yeah. Wiping it, like taking the Kleenex and wiping it.
Oh no!
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So it's just using the software to remove the data.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So that is what data sanitization, right?
And
so
then,
removing.
Thank you. Being processed prior to recycling. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Prior to recycling, right?
Formatted. Thank you.
There you go.
Like
right.
Okay. All right.
And then we have. So and then D is data masking. I think we talked about data masking most of the time last week, right? So data masking is on your receipt. Masking meaning what? Hiding, right? Mask, hiding, right? Okay. So if you purchase an item with your card, right, credit card, on the receipt, usually you will see this,
Vivo,
and then the last 4, right, or last 6, right? So this is what data masking, right? So you're hiding part of it. Right, so keep that in mind. Anytime you hear data masking, this should come in mind, right? Receipt, your credit card number on the receipt, right?
Okay.
So yeah, that is it, right? So always remember, DLP, before you implement data loss prevention, you have to have data classification, right? The data should be labeled, right? and the label travels with the data, right? So if you classify a specific data as restricted, if you send it via email, the label is there.
What do you mean the label travels with the data?
So it's more like a label that is on the data, right? So if you work with a company, you have my resume on your laptop.
Like tagging.
Yeah, tagging. That's it.
Thank
you.
You.
So classification is what tagging or labeling.
He was definitely going to over-explain it, but
So now once you send your my resume to someone else's, the tag is still there.
Got it.
Right? If you send it to a company share drive, the tag is still there. If you send it via email, it's still there. right?
Brooklyn says that you can use SSL to encrypt.
SSL, okay.
To encrypt. And then Red is asking, what is an alternative certification for Security Plus, also on a high demand by security? Oh, wow. By recruiters. I don't know why it says security. By alternative for Security
so
Plus.
alternative. Security Plus is the one that is always on demand, on high demand with recruiters, right? Security Plus. CYSA is a good certification, but it's a newer certification than the Security Plus, right? So, and this is how it works. The recruiters, right, most of the job roles usually deals with old certifications, right? If there's a new certification that comes out, it takes a little while before it comes into as part of the requirements for most jobs, right? So, yeah, someone says CCCP, okay, SSCP,
chocolate
okay,
is an alternative.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there a lot of recruiters looking for that one, chocolate, or is it for a specific job market role?
Is it beginner friendly?
Is Security Plus beginner friendly?
Yeah. Security Plus is beginner friendly.
I'm gonna do a saying that you should also an associate degree would also help. Oh, chocolate said is in high demand. Oh, okay, cool. So then SSC. Let me write that down. SSCP. Okay, it is in high demand.
Okay.
Right? She might as well. She's going for her CSSP. She hasn't said it yet though.
She's still studying.
Johnson, are you asking to elaborate more on data science sanitation? Because
which one?
We talked about the whole wiping, but I think he may have logged off and came back.
Johnson,
but I don't know if he's still there. Please let me know.
No, that's not the answer. The answer is C.
Oh, the answer is C.
I'm not sure if you.
Oh, okay. The answer is C. And then Damien is asking. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you Brooklyn because I don't know if it's Damien or Damon. So forgive me. Damien is saying that can you guys elaborate a bit on hashing?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we talked a few times about hashing, but anyways,
he's new.
I don't know. That's fine.
Welcome in. So he's been very into.
It might sound like a broken record to those that are here, but
luckily Hamada's not here. But
let's try. Cyber chef.
Okay, he's gonna get into more details. Chocolate says this SSCP is not beginner friendly though.
Yeah, that's the problem. It
goes a little deeper into Security Plus.
That is the problem.
So then it would mean that you would take the Security Plus and then take that one, chocolate SSCP.
I'll probably take security and some other one before you take it.
You take that one. Subhome says while you at it, explain Sultan as well.
Oh, okay. That won't be here for a while then.
Let me go get my water. I'm gonna go get water.
Let's do that.
You like my water?
I think so.
Where's your water?
I think it's upstairs.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go get some water.
All right. So I'm gonna share my screen.
But you have to look in the chat though.
Kali Lennox. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen here. Give me a few. Yeah. And as I mentioned, we've went over hashing before, but I will enjoy going over it again. Hold on. Cyber chef. Okay. I'm gonna share this here as well. Give me a minute. Window capture. Okay. Safari. Okay, so let's talk about hashing, right? In security, there's this 3-letter acronyms, CIA, right? Confidentiality, integrity, and availability, right? So confidentiality is basically, the CIA tried, yes, that one. So that confidentiality is basically saying that data should only be available to those that need access to it, right? So data should be confidential, right? So when it comes to confidentiality, you usually use encryption, right? So if I'm going to send a message to my wife, right? I'm going to make sure that she's the only one that would be able to view, right? And I'll do that using encryption, right? So when it's here confidentiality, encryption should come into mind, right? Encryption is two-way algorithm, which means if encryption is all about mathematical equation, right? Or algorithm, right? I'm going to simplify it. I think equation of a line. I think it's y equal to mx plus c.
That's simplified.
Yeah, it's just so that is it, right? So if the data passes through the algorithm, right, it's going to give spit out a specific value, right? And if you pass it through a different algorithm, it can reverse back, right? So encryption is a two-way algorithm, so it pass through and you can also reverse it as well, right? Okay. So that is encryption for confidentiality, right? When it comes to integrity, that is when hashing comes in place, right? Mm-hmm. So hashing is a one-way algorithm, mm-hmm. which means you can't reverse it, right?
Hold on. Is CyberChef free?
Yeah, it is free. It's an online platform. So you type CyberChef and then mm-hmm. yeah, you see that.
Being purpose of hashing reveals tampering.
There you go, right? So mm-hmm. yeah, so the I, which is the integrity in the CIA triad, mm-hmm. right? It's basically making sure that data is not tampered with, right? So that is the integrity. So
Subhome says we're going to be very basic here, so imprint this in your minds if you don't know it already.
Right? Okay. So now if I'm I don't know. Let me use this simple example. Mm-hmm. It might be corny, but if I have a cake right on the table, right, uh-huh. how would I know if someone tampered with it?
If you have cake on the table?
Yeah.
If you see if it's eaten.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Okay.
So now, digitally, how would you know that someone tampered with the data? How would you know?
If it looks like it's out of place.
How do you know it's out of place?
I don't know.
And that is when hashing comes in, right? Let me go to Kali Linux, right? So this is
the logo's nice.
Yeah, this is Linux platform or Linux operating system specifically for pen testing and security, right? So yeah, if you want to get into security, you should know this. And there's also Parrot as well. Parrot, Kali Linux.
Which one is the Penguin?
Penguin, that is Ubuntu.
Oh. Okay.
And a few, but yeah, you can. So once I click on download, right? These are all the information options that I have to download, right? So I'm just going to click on this, right? The recommended one, right? And this is, once I click on it, it's going to download, right? So now, if I download this, how would I know that this software that I'm downloading, did someone tampered with it or not? How would I know, right? That's where hashing comes in. When I click on this, the sum, it gives me this number. So this is the hash value of this download file. Mm-hmm. So if I download the file and run a hash on the downloaded file, I should get the same exact value here, right? So meaning it hasn't been tampered with, right? Hope that makes sense. Let's go to CyberChef. Oh, why is it like that? Okay, so CyberChef, I'm going to use one of the hashing algorithm. I'm going to use MD5, right? MD5 is vulnerable, but it's easy to use for teaching and explanation, right? So let me drag this here, right?
It's being tampered, okay.
And then now I'm going to type ray, R-A-Y, right? This is the hash value of ray. If I even add a space, it changes completely, right? So now I know that someone tampered with what? With the data or the name of Ray, right? Sometimes you might have a whole bunch of data, right? You don't even know the exact information that is in there, right? But then if you hash it, it's going to give you a unique number, right?
All of that means that?
That is the hash value of it, right? Mm-hmm. So for integrity. So if I come in here and just delete this, it will change completely. So someone tampered with it. Someone ate my cake or something or whatever. But anyways, right? So that is what? That is hashing. So hashing what? Basically validating that no one touched your data or no one tampered with your data, right? That is hashing, right? I think someone says sorting.
Yes.
So when it comes to,
I'm pretty sure he knows what sorting is, but he just might as well. You should have added into it.
When it comes to username and password, right? So we know that there's something called database, right? So if you go on a website or register with a company on its web page, your information is saved in a database, right? Database administrators can view everything that is in the database, right? However, for security reasons, database administrators shouldn't see the password of users, right? Then if I work for a specific company, I'll just get all the password for once I leave the company, I just start logging in, right? So as best practice, right? Companies do not save, or you do not save the plain text of password in the database. That is best practice. But I've seen companies that will save the plain text in database, right? But the best practice is not to save it, right? So the only option that we have is to use hashing, right? So if you go on a website, you sign up, you type your username and password, right? The username will be seen as is in the database, right? However, the password would be hashed first before it's saved in the database. So as part of the application code, right? The specific function that handles the sign up, right, would automatically hash the value and then pass it to the database, right?
BMPuff is asking, is the rainbow attack relevant to this?
Yes, it is, right? It is. I'm gonna explain that in a few. So in a database, if my username is Ray and the password is Ray, I type this will be my password. So in the database, you see a username called Ray, but then the password, you see something like this in the password field, right? You see that, right? Or let's say dog, right here.
Would it do the same thing with numbers?
Numbers?
If we were to input numbers?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Right, that is it. 1, 2, 3 is this, right?
And special numbers too?
Yeah.
Special letters?
Yeah, right?
Okay.
So it will just give you the hash value. So so if I type a password, right? And my password is Ray, R-A-Y, right? This is how it would look inside inside the database. That's how it's going to look.
Okay.
R-A-Y, right? Ray. Or let me use this. Let me use dog, D-O-G, dog, right? That's how it's going to look in the database, right?
Okay.
So meaning if the database administrator sees this, it wouldn't make sense to him or her, right? However, if I copy this, I haven't done this, so it might probably take a little while, probably not. If I take this and paste it here,
Wow, that's so cool.
Right? It tells me that this hash value is
I feel like a kid.
is dog.
Okay.
Right? So now, although the database administrator, and that's what Rainbow Table comes in. Rainbow Table, what it does is it keeps track of all the well-known words, right? So dog, it will have the hash value of dog, it will have a hash value of Ray, and all that, right? So now, although I don't know the hash value, the data is leaked, database is leaked, right? So basically, everybody sees this hash value. However, if you have a Rainbow Table, you can automatically reverse this information because you have the hash value already in the Rainbow Table. So the Rainbow Table will just compare it and tell hey, this is dog. Similar to how Google was able to tell me that it's dog, right?
Okay.
So if there's a data breach,
then,
right?
Subhomes was saying the hash cat with wordless.
Wordless. Hash cat is, I think it's I don't want to say Kali command line. I think it's Ubuntu. It's a Linux command line that is basically would also help with Rainbow Table as well, I believe.
Okay.
Right?
You were about to say if there's
so if there's a data breach, right? There's how many terabytes of data stolen, right? Remember, username and password will be part of it. right? So if a company just use MD5 is the most vulnerable one, right? We have SHA-256, SHA-2, right? Which is more complex than what, right? But either ways, we are using MD5. So they will see this as the password, right? So similar to what I did, they copy it, they paste it in Google, and it tells them exactly what the password is because MD5 is vulnerable, right? Or they use for hashcards, right? Or any of the rainbow table softwares or program, and it's going to tell you. You see a lot of password, right? So this is by default. This is how it is, right? However, since we know that we can just paste the hash value or use rainbow table to reverse engineer the password, what company does is they do sorting, right? What sorting does is
salt and pepper. Chocolate said it last time. Salt and pepper. Okay.
So now they will add a random value in the beginning and or at the end, right? So although my password is still dog, the hash value is completely different, right? So now if you are trying to
put it back on Google,
it wouldn't work. That wouldn't work, right? Because this hash value is on everything that we have here, but then the dog in the middle is the password, right? So now if you are trying to sign in, you type in dog, right? The application knows that there's sorting as part of the saving of the password. So when you enter your password, which is dog, it would automatically add the random value before and after, and then it's going to compare to the hash value in the database. But then when a hacker gets information from a data breach, they don't know the exact information that they added before and after, so it'll be difficult for them to reverse engineer the password, right? So I hope that makes sense.
I hope so too. Are we done?
All right. So yeah, let me see if I have one more question. We can call it a day. One more question. Let me see.
Last question. If you're not following, follow. This is Tech Talk with Ms. Sakurai. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're already in IT and you plan on taking a certification, we go live 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Today's Thursday, so Thursday is Security Plus. Tomorrow is Friday. Friday is going to be Cloud Plus. Saturday, AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday, AZ 900. Monday is going to be Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday, again, is going to be Security Plus. The questions go domain by domain. So again, if you're planning to take the certification, do answer. There's no such thing as a dumb question. If there is, I will ask it for you. Please do follow. If you're not following, after we finish it's going to be.
Okay.
I figured there seems to be a delay.
Delay? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh. No.
It didn't show up yet.
Oh, it's few seconds.
No, it still didn't show up.
It's what didn't show up. Oh, your
here.
text. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because I was wondering what was going on.
Okay. I mean, no, it's already.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But it's not here. I still don't see it.
Oh, yeah. There's a delay here. Oh, you're right.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to see the chat too. There seems to be a delay in the chat. But anyway, if you're not following, follow. This full video is going to be posted on YouTube. If you want to rewatch it, it'll be there. Apologies if you said something in the chat and I didn't see it. There's a delay in the system, apparently.
Yeah, so this will be the last question for the day, by the way.
Last question for the day.
So give it your all.
Okay. Which of the following policies outlines the company's which of the following policies outlines what employees can and cannot do on a company-issued device?
CISSP, right? So, yeah, all these questions are also on CISSP.
Okay, there we go now.
Okay. So what's missing?
I'm not sure. All right.
Yeah, so the answer would be A.
Okay.
Right?
But Johnson wants to know why not B.
Oh. Okay, so the question says, which of the following policy outline what employees can and cannot do, right? Acceptable use policy. Data classification, I think we talked about it before. So basically identifying data and tagging it based on its sensitivity, right? So some data might be restricted, some can be public, some can be private, and all that, right? So it's just a tagging of data, right? That is it. So this doesn't have anything to do with what an employee can and cannot do, right? But the acceptable use policy is the one that dictates that. And usually when you start a new job role, right, you sign a whole bunch of documents, and acceptable use policy is that, right? You can't go on social media, you can't do this, you can't do that, right? So that's it.
Brooklyn is saying that that's identity and access management, IAM.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last question.
I mean, yeah, I think that was it.
Okay, that was the last question. All right. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Last one. I think this is a good one. Sorry, last one.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be Cloud Plus.
Yeah, Comptia Cloud
This
Plus.
is the last one, hopefully. Which of the following data protection strategies can be used to confirm file integrity?
Which one is that? What does integrity means?
I want to say B.
B?
But a lot of people are saying C, so I'm going to go with C. Okay, C.
So
it's between B and C for me.
Data integrity, right? Or file integrity. The file hasn't been tampered with, right? The cake that I have on the table hasn't been tampered with, right?
CIA.
Same thing as with the Kali Linux, right? Kali Linux download, right? Once I go to websites, I click on the sum, it gives me the hash value, right? So now if I download it and run the same hashing algorithm on the file, right? On the file, it should give me the same value.
Equals integrity. You definitely did say that.
CIA, right?
I'm gonna write that down this time.
So yeah, I hope that makes sense, right? So the answer is what? Hashing, right? Integrity is hashing, right? If this question was confidential, there you go.
Encryption.
Right? That would be encryption, right?
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, chocolate.
All right, I think that should be all for today.
As it goes through to see if there's more. That was the last question.
Yeah, that's the last question.
Okay, tomorrow 9 p.m. Eastern time is Cloud. Okay, Cloud Plus. Please stop on by if you're not following. Follow, and get money, and the rest is gonna be on YouTube. Okay. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night.
All right, good night.
Good money was ready for you. Good night. Thanks for joining. Okay, hurry up before somebody asks something.